So the last thing is, we didn't know this, but about 2 or 3 days into the trip, Nate, our hometown friend who's at the Airbnb with us, calls us over and is like, yo, I know a guy on this island. And we're like, why didn't you say that at the beginning? Like, what's going on? He's like, well, this guy, you've met him before, but he lives in a blocked off part of the island. So if you don't know the history of Kauai,
which everybody here should.
Which, yeah, you obviously should. There was a massive flood about 2 years ago that was the single world record holder for flooding ever in the world's history. It was like 50-some inches of rain in 24 hours. So think about 50 inches tall. It's like 4 feet of rain in 24 hours.
That's like Tara in water.
Yeah, that's like Tara in water. But anyway, so that like crumbled the north shore or the northern part of the island, making a whole part of the island unreachable to the other side. So like basically they got blocked off, and they hadn't seen many people.
And it was the north shore, so it was like where like the Nepali coast is, if you guys know like the geography of it all.
Yeah.
But it literally got blocked off where like there was a bunch of cliffs on the sides of the roads, and so it would like. It literally caused so much erosion that all the roads got destroyed pretty much.
Yeah, and so there was only a few locals that could go in and out for the past year, like to the point where they had to be helicoptered in and out. However, this friend that Nate knew apparently lived inside that area of the North Shore. Mm-hmm. And the whole moral of the story is that later on in that week, we got to experience inside that North Shore where only about 100 people, 100 locals had ever been.
Yeah.
Knowing the fact that all the locals on the island hated us.
Right.
And it was insane. But there's a lot more to the story, but we want to get down to the actual secret of it all.
Yeah, we don't really want to spoil too much. But should we just like say what it is?
Yeah.
Or should we give any more preface whatsoever? Or
okay, a little more preface. This, we started out wanting a happy adventure.
I didn't want to go!
We didn't want to go. We tried for days not to go to this northern place because we had such bad feelings. Then, when we went, we figured out that it was not only sketch and weird, but it was also, obviously, just has to do with us, paranormal. Like, to the point of, like, we couldn't understand why things were happening the way they're happening, to the point where like we were like left this place like dumbfounded. We had no idea how to tell the story, like how would it make sense to like anybody listening. So I know that's super confusing, but that's why we did this. We get a drum roll, please.
Drum roll, everybody be slapping their thigh fat.
We're waiting for you guys to slap around.
Nobody's doing it right now.
So I'm waiting. All right. As of today, Sam and Colby are now authors of a new book. Woo!
Yeah. Woo! That's the reason why it took so long, guys. It's like we were thinking about either making a YouTube video about it, just explaining like the story that happened, or like a big podcast or something like that. But we decided like this was such a long and intricate story that we could literally make it into a story, like a book,
like an actual book. So we over the last year we worked with this author named Gabby Trina. She's been amazing. She's helped us write because we suck at writing, but we knew how to tell the story. And so we told her the story. She helped us make it into this beautiful book. It's called Paradise Island, and you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on BarnesandNoble.com. Like
it's for pre-order right now.
This is legit. Like it's in the Barnes and Noble-ish. It's gonna go in stores. You can like see it around town. Like I don't know.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna put some links in the chat so you guys can check it out. But yeah, Paradise Island, a Sam and Colby story. If you want to search it up on Google, you'll probably find it. But yeah, guys, we've been working on this for a year, and it's probably one of the most exciting pieces of content we've ever posted because it's different. Like we do YouTube videos all the time, we do podcasts, all that good stuff. But this is completely different. This is like taking a like experience that we had no intention of filming.
There it is.
Because it was just so insane, and then changing it into this actual story that you guys can hold in your hands. So
yeah, it's like we've never ever sold a book or even like tried writing. That's why we needed help. But also just something to be said is it's based on true events, and like most of it is things that happened to us, but you guys will obviously realize if you read the book, we don't want to give any spoilers, that like at the end it's not true.
Yeah. So we tried to make as much of it based on our experience as possible, but we wanted to hide the names and like the locations of places because obviously we don't want to affect anybody who's on the island because they already hate us. But yeah, most of it's true. I'd say like the ending part of it is where we embellish it and make it a fun story for you guys. But the amount of craziness, people will think it's fake before it's fake. Like that's how insane it is. Like most of the story actually fucking happened. So that's why it's so bizarre to like think about.
Yeah, and we definitely don't want to give it away. So it's like hard to like talk about what actually like, but you guys will be able to tell.
So yeah, think about like exclusion on an island that you've never been on, without cell service, with people that like aren't into the paranormal. This is Nate and Alex. Like completely isolated in a whole town of locals that are like completely isolated with like maybe like 50 to 100 locals that just hate you on this one weird outskirt.
Yeah.
And it like gets paranormal and super weird. I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard not giving spoiler alerts right now because there's so much we could say. But it was fucking crazy, guys, and like we got to experience one of like the coolest spots in the world. Again, I can't say where it is exactly. You guys will have to like wait and find out. But like, it was paradise there. That's why we named it Paradise Island. Yeah. It was insane.
It was paradise until it wasn't. Just let it know there. Like.
And we were trapped there.
Like,
we were literally like we couldn't leave. Like we had to like with the people that we went to like that side of the island. Like we had to wait for like a convoy of cars to like be checked and assessed like to get to that side.
Yeah, there's only one way in, one way out, and only
impossible.
At a certain time per day. So if we didn't get out in that one day, hint, hint, then we'd have to wait a whole nother, or one time, then we'd have to wait another 24 hours. And so here, just to put everything in perspective, this legit happened again. There was a time about 2 hours after we got to the location in the northern part of the island where Colby pulled us aside and was like, dude, I feel like we're part of a movie. Like, cameras off, like, obviously we're not filming, we're not taking pictures, we don't even have our phone. I feel like we're about to die. Like, that actually happened to the point where we didn't want to go into danger. This is not for a YouTube video. This isn't like, oh, let's go into a dangerous situation. It just happened to us.
Yes.
To the point where we legit thought, like, we might be stuck there forever.
Right. And also one more thing to note is like, because we did have help from an author, an actual writer, all like the dialogue in there isn't like word for word. She wasn't like standing behind our shoulders the entire time and like writing down like manuscripts of what we exactly said.
It's like from our memory because like, you know, we weren't writing it when we were there. Like we had to come back a week later after being traumatized and being like trying to tell the things that actually happened. But yeah, so just know, based on the true story, first ever book. We really hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys could, it'd be so awesome if you could go pre-order that book.
Yeah, plus we've never released a book, so we've never had a chance, but like, I heard you can become like a bestseller.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you like, can the Sam and Colby family become bestsellers? That'd be sick,
how
dude.
crazy would it be to like be, what's it called?
New York Times.
New York Times
best-selling authors.
That'd be insane.
But yeah, also, if here's a little help. If you guys want a more descriptive, like about this book, you can go to the Amazon link or the Barnes & Noble link, and they have like a description. You know how the back of books have descriptions? It'll tell you much more about the actual story, and give away a couple of the hints that we didn't actually happen. You'll hear about the people that are in the book and the reason why the people that we met are why they are. If that makes any sense.
Hopefully they don't read this book.
Yeah.
figure out it's about them.
Yeah, don't
It's
go
like
and
a
tell those
fuck.
people. But yeah, that's our big announcement. We've been working on it for a year. We've never tried a book, so hopefully you guys love it. Gabby is an amazing author, so we've read it, and it's mind-blowing. Our friends have read it, and they love it. They think it's better than YouTube videos, so if that says anything.
Yeah, if you're a big reader, check it out. I know you guys will really like it. It's great. Yeah. It's crazy. It's freaky too. It like gets really scary. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
holy
know.
shit.
I mean,
you read it at night. It's not one of those like YouTuber books that's like, oh, biography about my life. Oh.
yeah, this isn't like a regular YouTuber book. And like we said, it's fictionalized at the end. So like, if you think our YouTube videos are scary, we were able to like really increase the bar of scariness because it is like fiction at the end. So yeah, if you want to have horrifying nightmares, read
It's
this
scary.
book.
It's scary. It's not. It's like made for. I don't know. Like even me, like I got chills reading it, and it was like my story.
Yeah, it's like we lived this, and
Yeah.
we're still getting chills, like reliving it. That's how crazy
It's
it is.
scary.
Every time we tell this to like friends or family, I literally can't fathom that it's actually real.
Yeah, Gabby Triana, the writer, she like has won awards in the past, like writing horror novels as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like,
It's scary.
it's scary.
But yeah, if you guys get it, order it, or have questions, just tweet us, Instagram, post up, whatever you want to do. We really want to show the world our first book, try something new, because if we're into this, we might do more content like that, like books and movies. We've kind of just stuck to YouTube for such a long time, but this is going to be our first trial at like a new, I don't know, wave of content.
Yeah, and I feel like we took like a little bit of a step back, especially when like COVID hit and like quarantine and stuff like that. But I feel like Sam and Colby are back in a way, and like we have so much in store and so many like collabs planned and stuff like that.
Dude, the end of this year, the next like 4 months,
it's gonna be insane, and we're trying to boost our content way more on like the Sam and Colby channel. We're trying to do a lot more stuff on TikTok. Obviously, we post on our personal channels all the time. So like, don't get tired of us yet, guys, because it's just the beginning, okay?
Yeah, no. Season 3 is going to be definitely different. So, there's our announcement. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support, and hopefully you enjoy the book.
Tell your friends. If somebody you know wasn't able to make this live stream, let them know. Spread the word. Text us right here, guys. We let our texting family know a little bit early than everybody, so if you guys want to be a part of that, it's free. Text us right here.
Paradise Island by
not
Sam
right
and Colby. Go Google it. Paradise Island.
Find our number.
All right.
It's in my bio.
We'll see you guys next time.